We often hear about the dangers of smoking and the problems that it can cause in our body. In this video, we'll focus more on the direct impacts that smoking has on our lungs and our ability to breathe. Hey everyone, my name is Dr. Graham Dersnah. Welcome to Bite Size Medicine, your go-to channel for short, easy to understand videos about the common medical topics that matter to you. If you're new, make sure to subscribe, get involved in the comments, and check out the description below for links and resources. Let's get started. Smoking both causes and worsens other diseases, but before it can intensify those diseases, the smoke and other chemicals must be inhaled, which means it initially starts by damaging our lungs. Eventually, our ability to breathe is affected. Let's learn how this happens, then at the end of the video, I'll mention a couple of the other negative consequences to think about and some thoughts regarding quitting. In order to understand how smoking impacts our lungs and breathing, we first need to learn the normal process. We start by breathing in through our nose or mouth. The air then travels down a tube called the trachea, which you can feel at the front of your neck. The trachea then splits so it can go to both the left and right lungs. It continues to split several more times until at the very end it reaches some tiny grape-like structures called alveoli. The alveoli are the key because that is where the air, or more specifically oxygen, is absorbed into our blood. Once in the blood, the oxygen is sent around the body and is used by our cells. At the same time, carbon dioxide is traveling in the opposite direction. It leaves our cells, travels in the blood to the alveoli, then we breathe it out. Now that we know the normal process, what does smoking do to our lungs? Over time, someone who smokes may develop COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. This disease is a combination of two issues called emphysema and chronic bronchitis. Emphysema is the destruction of the alveoli. With fewer alveoli, we are not able to absorb as much oxygen or release the carbon dioxide with every breath. Chronic bronchitis is a cough that lasts several months and involves a lot of mucus production because the cells that make mucus are activated by the smoke. If we connect these problems to the normal process, the mucus from chronic bronchitis makes it difficult for air to move in and out because it's clogging up the tubes. And the destruction of the alveoli from emphysema makes it difficult for oxygen that does reach our alveoli to get into the blood and to breathe out the carbon dioxide. So it becomes very difficult to breathe, which leads to difficulty doing other things like eating, exercising, and completing other regular daily activities. And it will continue to worsen with continued smoking. In addition to the direct effects that smoking has on our lungs, there are several other complications. For example, someone who smokes will have an increased risk of several types of cancer, not only in their lungs, but throughout their body, like their mouth and throat, stomach, and bladder. It can also increase the risk of heart attack, stroke, stomach ulcers, and infections. When it comes to quitting, an important aspect of the discussion is to think about why you smoke. Is it peer pressure, societal influences, advertisements, stress relief, or some other reason? If you understand why you smoke, it may help with quitting because you can address that reason throughout the process. Related to this, another aspect to reflect on is why do you want to quit? What will be the driving factor or factors that will lead to your success? Your personal health? Your family's health, your bank account? If you feel that you're ready to make a change, then define a goal for yourself and begin working towards it. You don't have to quit entirely in one day. Even small steps, such as one less cigarette per day, is beneficial. Then build up to reach your goal. There are also nicotine patches, lozenges, and gum, and even some medication that a doctor can prescribe to help you reach your goal. It may take several tries, and you may need both personal and professional support, but it can be done. So believe in yourself, surround yourself with a support system, and good luck. Before you go, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know if you enjoyed the video, learned something new, have any questions, have a personal experience in this area that you'd like to share, or have ideas for a future video. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time for another delicious bite of medicine.